Isis is one of the significant goddesses in ancient Egyptian mythology. She is associated with various aspects such as marriage, fertility, protection, magic, medicine, family, and motherhood. She plays a crucial role in miraculous healing and magic. Isis is portrayed as a powerful sorceress and a wise goddess. In myths, she has healed the sick using magic, protected the souls of the deceased, and served as a supportive mother figure to her family as a guardian. In this video, we will focus on the story of Isis, the most important goddess in ancient Egyptian mythology. Let's explore this magical world together. Isis is often depicted seated on a throne in human form, sometimes holding an ancient percussion instrument called a sistrum, or appearing as a slender woman wearing winged, draped attire. She is also portrayed with a crown featuring a sun disk between a pair of horns on her head. Isis is alternatively known as Aset or Eset. These terms, originally signifying throne, evolved over time into the Greek-derived name Isis, meaning Queen of the Throne. The goddess's association with magical and healing powers holds a significant place in Egyptian mythology, with numerous stories depicting her use of magic to heal individuals. Despite being recognized as a powerful sorceress, Isis is equally revered as a devoted spouse and protective mother. She is counted among the 9 Egyptian gods descended from the creator, the sun god Ra. The family lineage of Isis. Grandfather Shu is the god of light and air. The earth is depicted as a void between the atmosphere and the sky. When the love between Shu's children, Nut and Geb, is discussed, Shu, who opposes their romantic involvement, separates them by struggling against their love. Geb is kept below, and Nut is held above, which is why it is said that humanity began living between the earth and the sky. Geb is the god of the earth, while Nut is the goddess of the sky. Geb and Nut have 4 divine children: Osiris, Isis, Seth, and Nephthys. Osiris falls in love with his sister Isis, and they eventually marry. Osiris and Isis rule the land of Egypt, bringing prosperity and wealth to their people. During this time, the people of Egypt develop themselves, learning the skills of weaving, farming, and baking. However, there is someone who envies their success: Seth, the god of chaos and evil. Osiriss's Rebirth. Seth, who sought to defeat his brother Osiris and rule Egypt, devised a plan. Claiming to have a special coffin for the gods, Seth persuaded all the gods to take turns entering the coffin. When Osiris entered the magical coffin, Seth closed it and threw it into the Nile River. Isis searched everywhere for her husband's coffin and eventually found the one containing Osiris's body. Fearing Seth, she hid Osiris's body, but her fears came true. Seth found Osiris's body, dismembered it into 14 pieces, and scattered them to different places in the world. Some sources mention Egypt. Determined to find her husband's pieces, Isis located 13 of Osiris's body parts, but couldn't find the last piece, his reproductive organ. Using her magical powers, she reassembled Osiris's body and breathed life into him. Isis, using the essence of Osiris, became pregnant and gave birth to Horus. In other words, Isis remained a virgin. Osiris was reborn to rule the underworld, symbolizing the cycle of death and rebirth, holding great significance in Egyptian mythology. Isis's son, Horus, defeated his uncle in a battle, becoming the ruler of the world and the ancestor of pharaohs. Isis is revered as a divine mother goddess who strengthens the authority of the pharaoh. Known for her foresight, she became a symbol of protecting and elevating the dead with her wings, as well as facilitating their revival through reincarnation. She taught people how to prevent the decay of dead bodies, remove internal organs, and perform mummification. The poisoning of the sun, god Ra by Isis. When the sun god Ra was created, his father had given him a secret name containing immense power, a name that neither gods nor humans dared to discover. This name was hidden within Ra's body. Determined to find this name for her son, Isis devised a plan. Despite Ra's infinite power, he had weaknesses. He was old and drooled. The clever goddess Isis collected Ra's saliva, mixed it with earth, and shaped it into the form of a serpent. Using her magical abilities, she brought this serpent to life and placed it on the paths Ra frequented. The next day, as Ra passed through a pathway, the serpent attacked him. Normally, Ra would be invulnerable to a snakebite, but he couldn't resist the poison made from his own essence. In pain and fever, Ra suffered, and Isis approached him, stating that only by revealing his true name could he be healed. The sun god Ra did not respond. Trembling all over, his color fading, he succumbed to the poison. Realizing that Ra wouldn't endure the pain any longer, Isis began to list well-known names, but Ra never revealed his true name. Aware that Ra hadn't spoken his true name, Isis insisted that only by disclosing it could he be healed. As Ra's agony intensified over time, he attempted to negotiate with Isis, promising to give his eyes to her unborn son in exchange for healing. True to her word, Isis performed a spell to relieve Ra from this suffering. The story of the powerful goddess Isis in ancient Egyptian mythology is truly captivating. What do you think is Isis's standout characteristic? Is it her love, wisdom, or perhaps another trait that impresses you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.